Hi, and welcome to Keto in the Kingdom. Today I'm going to talk to you about getting your kitchen ready for adopting a ketogenic lifestyle. This is crucial in the early stages as our bodies adjust to burning fat as its primary source of energy. After a few weeks, you will find that sweets and carbs just don't have the same allure that they used to. Before you run out to go grocery shopping, though, you should clear out your cupboards, fridge, and freezer of all food items that don't fit into the ketogenic way of eating. If you have items to get rid of, you have three choices here in Saudi Arabia. You can give them away, you can throw them away, or you can make a donation at the local mosque, which often will have a collection box. Things that you'll have to get rid of include sugars, artificial sweeteners such as aspartame, agave nectar, syrups, honey, anything made out of wheat, corn, or oats, potatoes, rice, and other starchy vegetables, most fruits, including apples, oranges, pears, bananas, and grapes, any seed or so-called vegetable oils, such as canola, soybean, safflower, sunflower. Definitely get rid of vegetable shortening as well, because it's very harmful to your body. You'll need to do away with any processed foods, such as chips, crackers, frozen meals, any frozen meat products that have fillers in them, such as wheat or soy protein, milk, non-dairy creamer, all fruit juices, sweetened coffee or tea drinks, all soft drinks such as Pepsi or 7-Up, anything labeled as low-fat, non-fat, or reduced cal. A good rule of thumb is to get rid of anything that requires an ingredient label on it and or contains ingredients that just do not exist in nature. These items need to go for a few reasons. Firstly, they tend to contain empty calories. This is energy that your body will store as fat, yet you don't derive any nutrients from it. Secondly, some of the items on this list are pro-inflammatory. When our body suffers from chronic inflammation, not only do we become obese, but we also start to have health problems, and in some cases, this can even lead to more serious conditions such as diabetes and even cardiovascular disease. When you've cleaned out your kitchen, I'd recommend that you go to the nearest large supermarket and start stocking up on food items that fit into your new way of eating. Here in Saudi Arabia, the major supermarkets in my region are Tamimi, Lulu, and Hyper Panda. For more high-end cuts of meat, I recommend going to Danube or Al Usra. To make this new way of eating as appealing and rewarding as possible, I cannot stress enough, buy the best quality of everything that you can afford. Once you've adjusted to eating this way, you'll soon find that you no longer have to buy as much food, and you may even find yourself buying less food than you did before. The reason for this is the higher quality of food will tend to have more nutritional density to it, and so your body will not require as much. Here is a list of suggested items for the beginner. You should definitely stock up on eggs, heavy cream. A word about heavy cream though, be sure that you check the label, because some brands here are fortified with vegetable oil. You want to avoid all vegetable oils. Unprocessed meats. I tend to buy high quality steaks for myself, as well as chicken, ground or minced beef, and some kebab meat. Never go for extra lean cuts. You want to have that fat in order to satiate yourself. You may also consider buying fish, shrimp, and other seafoods. As far as oils go, I would recommend that you get the best extra virgin olive oil you can find, ghee, butter, extra virgin coconut oil, which is usually found in the health food section of the supermarket, and get some various vinegars. I would be careful about getting balsamic vinegar, however, because it can have quite a bit of sugar. If you haven't already done so, I also recommend that you get dried herbs and spices so that you can make your meals more interesting. Pick up some Dijon mustard. Again, make sure there's no sugar added. Some Tabasco or other hot sauce if you like spiciness. Pink Himalayan salt, and maybe pick up some other premium sea salts. Whatever you do, don't just go for the cheapest refined salt you can find. The salts such as sea salt and Himalayan salt actually contain some trace minerals that your body will need. If you don't mind eating seafood, I would also suggest you pick up some tuna and sardines. Make sure that they're packed in at least olive oil, if not extra virgin olive oil. Hard cheeses such as cheddar or Parmesan. You may consider picking up some cream cheese. The brand here in Saudi Arabia that seems to be the best is Puck, P-U-C-K. It's produced in Denmark and it's 100% natural. I also recommend getting sour cream. I usually buy Al Marais, which is a local brand, or when I find it, I get Daisy. Word of caution though, make sure that you buy the full-fat version and not the low-fat or no-fat version. You may consider buying some berries. I usually pick up some raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries. These can be fresh or frozen. If you do buy the frozen ones though, make sure that they haven't added any sugar or any other ingredients. You should also get some salad greens, cucumbers, celery, bell peppers, and any other vegetables that you like that grow above ground. Pick up some lemons, get some olives from the deli. Don't get the canned ones, don't get the ones in a jar. Some of the vegetables that I use, I actually buy frozen, such as broccoli or green beans. Frozen or fresh, it doesn't really matter as far as these are concerned. The only thing is, do not buy the canned ones because they tend to have all kinds of additives and a bunch of unnecessary salt. While you are free to use as much salt as you want on a ketogenic diet, it's best to add it yourself rather than relying on what's been put into it by a factory. In the early days, you should hold off on eating any sorts of nuts. Once your body has adjusted, however, it's okay to have some macadamia or walnuts in moderation. Once you're all prepared and you start this new way of eating, a good rule of thumb for you is to eat as much as it takes to feel satiated. Fat is your friend. Do not skimp on the fat. Don't shy away from it. Don't cut it away. In fact, add fat when you can. In a future video, I will show you some of my cooking techniques and give you some ideas on different ways of preparing ketogenic friendly foods. Listen to your body, eat as much as you want, don't eat if you're not hungry, and before you know it, you'll start to look and feel much better than you have in years. If you like my content, please be sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you'll be up to date whenever I release a new video. If you have comments or suggestions for future topics, please drop me a line down in the comments section. Goodbye and see you next time.